everyone, I'm Deborah Watkins. Welcome to Lifelong Pilates. And this episode we're going to work on today is we're going to focus on the glutes and the abs, inner and outer thighs, and the hamstrings. All such great stuff to keep our lower extremities nice and powerful and also stretched out, especially if you're sitting a lot. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a small ball. If you don't have a small ball, grab a towel. You're going to need a roller, and you're going to need your TheraBand today, okay? So as you guys always see when I start my videos out, it's always about alignment first, so that the body's working symmetrical from left to right or right to left, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're just going to take our roller, and we're going to put our tailbone right down here. If you don't have your ball, grab a towel, grab a yoga block, anything, okay? We're going to put it right here. And we're just going to peel all the way down. You just want to make sure that your head's on here as well, okay? Okay, you guys can see me okay? Let's see. Okay, so what we're going to do first, okay, we're just going to open the arms out to the side. We're going to take a big inhale through the nose, and we're going to exhale through the mouth. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to tilt the chin down so you can actually see towards the ball, which is difficult to do. But this is where we start to work on our alignment. So you definitely don't want to be up like this, right? We want to keep our eyes focused on the ball or the tips of your knees, okay? So this time we're going to take both fingertips by the earlobes. We're going to inhale through the nose, and we're going to exhale. And now we exhale through the mouth. We're not trying to shove anything, but we're just trying to gently open the elbows out to the side just to get a nice stretch across the chest. It's a really great stretch, and we're always like right with the computer, with the steering wheel, right? So it's really good to open out the arms, and then we're gonna take the hand right on the bottom of the top of the rib here, and we're gonna inhale through the nose, and we're gonna exhale, and we're just gonna feel that sink down. Now, as we're adjusting, things are gonna be moving, so you might want to pick your head up, lengthen the back of your neck out, bring it right back down, start over, okay? I'm going to take the right hand now, stretch out my left arm. I'm going to inhale through the nose, and I'm going to exhale through the mouth, okay? We're going to do that over and over and over until we kind of feel this, what we call a corset, right? We want to feel like we're almost bandaged up, right? And so that way we're working front to back or back to front, okay? All right, so from here we're going to inhale again, and we're going to exhale through the mouth. Feel those ribs dropping and sinking down into this roller. However, you're going to have a little space from your lower back. For those of you who have a flat back, you will hit the roller. For those of you who have a small arch in your lower back, you're going to feel a little mouse hole, okay? That is correct. You don't want to do this. You don't want to tuck under, okay? All you're doing is heightening up your quads and hip flexors. We want those out of the picture, and we really want the corset to work and the upper body, okay? All right, so from here, we're going to bring the arms up. And we're just aligning our bodies right now so that when we actually go to the exercise or exercises, then you feel so much more even, okay? All right, so we're just going to open the arms out to the side to a nice big stretch. You're going to feel it literally through the arms, literally all the way through the fingertips, okay? We're going to inhale again. We're going to exhale like you're blowing out birthday candles, a lot of them. Okay, inhale again, and we're going to exhale. And we're going to bring our arms up a little higher. Now, this is what's going to happen. As your arms go higher, you're going to feel a little bit of an arch here, right? So if that happens, continue to breathe. Use your hands if you need to. Make that adjustment, bringing the ribs down, okay? And then if your arms are too high and you can't get rid of the arch, just bring the arms down to the side so that you don't arch the back. Remember, we're trying to keep this trunk intact as we move the arms around, okay? So then we're just going to bring them down, and now you're going to, this is Mika, you can't see him. So now we're going to bring the arms down, and then what we're going to do is we're going to bring them up again, okay? And we're keeping the arms in line with the shoulders. We're going to open, you're going to feel your upper back pushing into the roller. Oh, big stretch. I'm starting to feel things kind of pop and crack back there, which is really good. And then we're going to bring it down, and we're going to bring the arms up again. And then we're going to open. Now, when things are popping back there, they shouldn't continuously pop. It should only pop a couple of times, meaning the body's going back into its alignment, and that's it. If it continues to crack and pop, that means you are out of alignment, okay? So stay on your roller, continue to breathe, stop the tape if you have to, get this portion under control so that when we do head into the stretching and the exercises, you're much more intact. Otherwise, it just gets way too confusing, okay? All right, so I have my small ball between my inner thighs. I'm going to take my hands behind my head. We're going to begin our abs, you guys, okay? So we're going to use this solar plexus muscle. We're going to exhale, and we're going to bow up. And we are looking to pull in right below the navel, okay? Not the navel, but right below it, which are your transverse, okay? So we're going to exhale, and we're going to do 1 and 2. I'm going to lift my toes up. 3 and for 4. Right here, guys. 5. Right here, I'm rounding up. 6. Exhale for 7. Exhale for 8. Exhale for 9. 10. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. Hold 20. Look right at your ball or your block, whatever you have between the inner thighs, and you're going to exhale, and you're going to peel all the way down, looking at that target until you hit the bottom. So then I just felt my neck crack a little bit into the proper alignment, which felt really good, and then it's done. Okay, so now we're going to do set number 2. We're going to inhale, exhale, interlace the hands, we're up again. Set number 2 is going to burn a little bit more, okay? We're going to exhale, and we're lifting for 1. 4, 5, really feel that flattening out. 6, 7, make sure you're not using your hip flexors. You'll feel them, they'll be moving like this. Don't do it, it's just the upper body. Here's 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, breathe. 2 and 1. Hold. Look at your ball again. Look at the target. Peel all the way down. We're going to inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Now we're really in this kind of layer where we're really mounted down. Last one here. Woo, it's going to burn. And we exhale. Last one here. And we go 1. And for 2. And for 3. Really pulling it in. 4. Exhale for 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And slowly peel all the way back. I can barely get that last 20 out. You can hear me losing my voice because it's that deep, okay? Place your hands gently by your sides, okay? And I'm going to make a fist. And I'm doing this because I'm pushing down my forearms, not my shoulders, okay? So I'm using this area here. Come on, point with your toes. We're going to exhale nice and slow. I'm going to let my fingertips go free so you can see that I'm not holding on for dear life with my shoulders. This is all core strength, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do these little toe taps. We're going to take our legs. We're going to gently dip them into this imaginary well. And then we're going to pause, and then we're going to exhale. Right back up. Woo, woo, woo. And boy, that is lower abs. Now, I'm going to move my arms, okay? Now, this is what you don't want to do. As you lower the legs down, you do not want to create this arch in your back. You see that little space there? You do not want that. You keep yourself glued, so you're actually working your abs. Otherwise, you're just going to feel your quads, and it defeats the whole purpose, okay? So we're going to come down again, squeezing into that ball. Squeeze, and then we're going to exhale. Really allowing those abs doing all your work. And we're going to gently lower again. And we're going to exhale. See? So we're creating this frame so that when we go into the exercise, we're already intact here, right? And we're going to lower again. And we're going to exhale. All the way up. And we're going to lower again. Good. Pause. Exhale. Last one here. Oh, they're fried. They're fried. Take a dip, hold that forward, and we're going to exhale all the way up and pause. Last one on the roller. Now our hands are by our sides. We're going to inhale, On the exhale, we slide the arms out. You see that? So look, we're completely in the core. And then we're gonna slowly peel back. I mean, that is burning fire. We're gonna inhale again. Exhale, coming from the solar plexus muscle. Round it up right here, all the way down. Oh, see? Got a little off balance there. And we're gonna exhale, blow it out. And we're gonna slowly peel back. Last two, we're gonna inhale, exhale, round it up. Ooh, and we're gonna slowly peel back. Oh, one more. Inhale, exhale, slide the arms, allow that to lift your chest up, looking towards your navel or the ball, and we're gonna slowly peel back, and we're gonna let our legs come down. Good. All right, we're gonna roll off. There's no graceful way, so just come on up. All right, that was good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, before we start going into more of the work, okay, let me get my little Bluetooth over here. Okay, so we're gonna take the TheraBand now. Grab your TheraBand, okay? I love to play with toys and props because you know what? Truthfully, it's so good. It helps support the body in such a better way so that you actually can use the right muscles versus the wrong ones. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I have a very heavy TheraBand, okay? And I'm gonna be putting a link up, so because they're part of my affiliated marketing, so I'm gonna put a link up so that you guys can actually order these because these are the best, okay? They're nice and thick, okay? All right, so we're gonna wrap these around the tops of the feet, okay? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and choke up a little bit. See, you see I have all this left over, okay? You can always let your hands slide, okay? But the idea is to really feel the stretch all the way up the hamstring. Okay, so we have our abs intact, our trunk is engaged, right? We're gonna start to inhale. We're gonna do a roll back, okay? We're gonna round back. So we're gonna inhale through the nose, and then on the exhale, we're just gonna start to curl. Now find a target. Is it gonna be your feet? Is it gonna be your knees? Find a target so that when you start to roll down, you actually roll all the way down without compensating. Let your head come down, and then we're gonna exhale, and we're gonna circle the shoulders. Again, get those birthday candles. Now remember, we're keeping everything isolated. We're not allowing the ribs to pop up, right? We're keeping that in neutral, okay? So the only thing that's circling is our shoulders. And it should actually feel really good, you guys, okay? So we're gonna pause here. Now, for me, I don't do chin to chest. I don't do that. I do chin over the imaginary golf ball. Why? Because if you do chin to chest, you're hyperextending your neck, and that's not what we want. We want the core. Okay, I'll put this in both hands. We want the core to do all the work. So we're scooping out those abs, okay? And we're gonna pull, and then we're going to pull. Ha! Nice stretch. Then exhale, flex your feet. Start to lift up from the chest. Feel the work in the middle part of your back if you're wearing a tank top, okay? Then we're gonna exhale and we're gonna start to pull the elbows wide as we arch the upper back. So we're not emphasizing the low back, we're emphasizing the mid back. So think of a hand there thrusting into your back and you're lifting your chest up. So the sternum goes towards the ceiling, okay? The head stays in line. And we're gonna blow it out. Oh, such a great stretch, you guys. Then we're gonna exhale coming in, and then we're gonna exhale, and we're gonna start to peel all the way down. Think of a little ball between your inner thighs, squeezing those inner thighs together. One vertebra down at a time, okay? So you wanna have lots of control. You don't want your body all over the place. That's why I'm using the TheraBand, okay? And we're gonna inhale again, and we're gonna exhale. Come from the core, come from the core. Notice how my legs do not move. I'm not coming through my quads at all. It's inner thighs, it's all abs, you guys, light. And then we stretch. Exhale, blow it out and breathe. Oh, it's such a big stretch. We're gonna breathe again, let your chest come down. Remember to lead with your chest and not with the head, right? Let the chest do the work. And then we're gonna exhale, round it up like you're restacking. Hold that posture. Inhale here. On the exhale, we pull wide. And then we're gonna arch the upper back. Breathing. Inhale again. Exhale, breathing, good. And then we're gonna come in, and then we're gonna exhale. We're gonna round it all the way down. And then we're gonna inhale here, exhale, circle the shoulders, circle the shoulders. One more time, and then we're gonna exhale. So by the last time, you should feel really, really in control. Notice how my arms are light. I'm not coming from my shoulders. Again, guys, it's all core. I'm gonna go ahead and release the strap, and I'm just gonna grab the tips of my toes. Enjoy that great stretch. Remember, no hip flexors. If you are, bend your knees and really come from the upper body, like you're lifting up and out of your hips, okay? The idea is to open up, not to be all squished, right? We wanna feel that freedom, okay? And then we're gonna come on up. All right, you ready? Okay, so now we're changing tactics here. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna go back to grabbing your towel or your block or your ball, okay? I'm using the ball. I'm gonna put it between my inner thighs. I'm gonna roll all the way down, okay? Let me actually get this out of the way so it's not so distracting to the eyes, okay? Okay, so we're here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the palms, and I'm gonna use more of a slice of my hands. I'm gonna go this way versus this way. Why? Because the shoulders already rotate in, and most likely, most people, they don't realize that you have two different bones here. And so sometimes mentally, the body just wants to go, see, right at that shoulder. So we're gonna go on the slice, so we actually use our triceps, okay? So your feet are flat on the mat, okay? We're in this neutral position. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna move my arm out so you can see, okay? You guys keep yours here, but I'm gonna move mine out so you can see me. So we're gonna look towards the ball, and then on the exhale, you're gonna start to curl your tailbone under, okay? And when I say curl, I mean curl, so that you can put your fingertips by the crease of your glutes here, and you're curling from there, okay? Why do I do that? Because I don't want you lifting from your hip flexors, okay? Or your hip bones. It's a very deep, deep workout here, but you're trying to inhale and then exhale to tuck the bum under. And then there it is. There's your work, okay? So we're going to shift our weight towards the heels of our feet so that we're off of the neck and the shoulders. This is all lower extremities, upper back, okay? And you can clearly see because I'm hands-free. All right, we're going to inhale, exhale, and start to slowly peel down. Breathing, breathing. One vertebra at a time. Okay, we're going to inhale again. Make sure my legs are in the right position here. And we're going to exhale. Okay, now as I'm coming up, because I'm right-handed, I'm putting a lot of my effort on my left side. My left foot, my left hamstring. So I'm shifting my weight a little bit more to my left side, okay? Then we're going to hold here, squeeze into the ball, and we're going to exhale. We're going to start to peel down, okay? Last one here. So we do 3 of these. So that, again, opening up your spinal cord, getting that mobility. We're going to exhale, curl it again. Okay? Now we're going to squeeze into the ball, okay? Make sure your feet are hip width apart. We're going to squeeze into the ball, and we're going to start to lengthen out that right leg, okay? So now when you're doing this, your triceps are doing a lot of the work, and so is this opposing leg that's on the floor. That hamstring is working, okay? Lift it into this California incline, and then we're going to slowly bend the knee and hold that tuck. Woo! We're going to inhale again. Exhale. Squeeze the ball, and we're going to lengthen the opposite leg. Now this leg is doing all the work, okay? Hamstring, butt, and then we're going to exhale and gently lower. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Curl it up again, and we're going to squeeze into the ball. Right leg goes. So notice how we're not shifting our weight. We're like statues, right? We are completely coming from the trunk and from the hamstrings, not from the hips, not from the neck, and definitely not from the shoulders. And then we're going to exhale, and then we're going to gently lower. One more in each. Inhale, exhale, and we're going to lower that leg. Last one to the left. We're going to extend. Beautifully done. And then we're going to lower, and then we're going to exhale and slowly peel down. Lift those legs up, grab your towel, whatever's between those inner thighs, put it aside. We're going to inhale again. Nothing changes in our form. We're going to exhale. We're coming up again, okay? We're reaching. This time, right leg goes up straight to the ceiling, okay? you're using this leg, this left leg, and you're reaching, okay? Because you're pushing into that left glute, and it's not so much that you're reaching with the leg, right? See my body movement? You're really pushing and reaching with that left leg as you point that foot to the ceiling, okay? And then we're gonna inhale, we're gonna exhale, and we're gonna lift. Think of a target on your ceiling, okay? Or if you're outside, the sky. Try to touch a cloud, right? And you're gonna lengthen, good. And you're gonna lengthen. So you're starting to feel that nice burn right here. You already have it on the left one. Now here comes the right one. 4, exhale for 3, woohoo! Exhale for 2, and exhale for 1. Hold, bend that knee, stay up. Exhale, opposite leg, go straight up. And we're gonna inhale, okay? Right leg does a lot of the work. Check your form, tilt your chin down so you can make sure that knee is straight ahead, okay? Not out to the side, okay? We do not want hips, we want butt and hamstrings, okay? We're gonna exhale and we're gonna lift. And we're gonna lift. Make sure that your hips are smiling across the face, that you are not compensating. Lift and lift. Ooh, that burns. Exhale, lift, good. And exhale, lift, good. Exhale and lift. You find one side harder than the other, exhale and lift. Really pushing into that heel of that right foot and just lengthening that left leg. Exhale, good. Last 2. And reach it up. Good. Last 1. And reach it up. And gently bend that knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Feel all the way down. That was a good one. Okay. Now, you're going to go over and we're going to turn to your side. We're going to do sideline. So if you want to grab a towel for your head, you may. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and use my arm. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to stretch. Let me make sure you guys can see everything here. Okay, we're going to stretch our legs. My legs are literally right by my side as I fall off, okay? Right by my side. Then from here, I'm going to angle my leg to the corner, okay? Like a corner of the mat, okay? So you're more into like a V, not an L, okay? We want a V, okay? And that's going to just help your balance, okay? All right, so from here, we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to bend my bottom knee a little bit, and I'm going to lift that left leg up. I'm on my left side first, okay? So now, the cues. You want to make sure that there's a little mouse hole here. Shove a towel in there if you feel like there's so much instruction, there's a lot of cueing. But remember, in order to get the best form and the best exercise and to really get your body in tip-top shape, the form is key, okay? All right, so we're going to lengthen that leg away. We have that mouse hole. You can kind of see the little blue light underneath me. Oh, I'm going. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my hand on my hip bone so you can see. As I take my leg forward, my hips do not move. I'm lining this leg up right above my bottom leg for alignment purposes. Rib cage is in, so I'm holding this leg up with my IT and my core. Yeah, there's quads involved, but I'm not even going to say that because I don't want quads at all. Okay? So now we're going to exhale, turn that thigh up, and we're going to lift. Ha ha ha, lift. And that's why I called out the IT band right here. IT runs right into that TFL. Lift. Good. Exhale, lift. Again, my fingertips are fairly light. Exhale, lift. Good. And you can clearly see that I'm literally hip bone to hip bone. And lift. Oh, here comes that burn. Exhale. 10 more. 10. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 8. Keep going. Now listen, those of you who are left-handed, okay, we're going to do much more than we're going to do on the right. Those of you who are left-handed, you're going to do more to the right. So you may have to stop the tape if I confuse you, just to do your opposite side. So my left one's my weaker one, so I'm going to do more. Good. Last one right here. Now we're going to bring that leg back, point the foot, and we're going to circle. Little circles. Think of like a little floodlight, right? When you put your little floodlight lamps, think of a little floodlight lamp on your ceiling and circle. So now we're nowhere in the quad. We are all booty, baby. Circle. Exhale. Circle. Good. Exhale. Exhale. This time, I'm not counting, okay? We have 20 more seconds. Exhale. Sometimes time is better. Time is better. and exhale. Exhale. Almost there. Exhale. Caught that burn. Caught that burn. Woo! 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower that leg down. All right. You guys can just go to the other side so you can see in the video, and we'll just do the same thing, okay? So again, grab your pillow. I didn't grab my pillow. That's fine. Usually I have like a little pillow for my shoulder, but it's fine. I'm just going to bend my elbow. Let me scoot back a little bit more for you guys. Okay, so here we go again to this side, all right? So now we're going straight leg, and then we're going to go to the corner of our mat here, and then we lift our leg. We bend the knee, then we lift our leg. Sorry about that. Okay, so then I'm going to put my hand on my hip bone here, okay? You know, because you can look at your bottom leg and you can line it up from there, okay? And then we're going to exhale and we're going to lift. So again, this is not moving, okay? This is intact. I can actually feel the muscles of my trunk really working in correlation with my leg. And lift, okay? And lift. Don't forget to smile in that burn. And lift. Good. And lift. And notice how I'm going slow. Notice how I'm not all over the place. It's form. And in order to really catch the burn of the smaller muscles, you kind of just gotta like let it linger, folks. Yeah. And lift. So those of you who are on your right leg, okay, you're right-handed, you're gonna find that right leg is gonna power up so much more. This is why we did way more to the left. Does that make sense? Okay? So for those of you who need to fire more on the right side, just pause the tape, fire more on that right side, and then play it again to finish it up, okay? Remember, on the other side, I did way more on my left side than I'm going to do on the right, so I don't want to confuse anybody, okay? And we're going to lift. And here is 5. And here is 4. And here is 3. And here is 2. And here is 1. Woo! And we're going to bring it back down. Wow! Okay. We're going to lift that leg up. Remember to keep that mouse hole here, okay? If you sink down, it defeats the purpose. You're going to be more in your hips. This way you're lifting, you're actually working your outer obliques. You have internal obliques and outer obliques, okay? All right. Is that leg burning down? Should I stop talking and circle? You're going to exhale, and we breathe. And circle. And circle. Remember, we have 20 seconds on this one, okay? Circle. 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 Keep that form. Scream, holler, ah, if you have to, because you know it burns. Circle. 10 seconds. Circle. Circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're down. That was all booty and side legs. Okay, we're going to come up into all fours, okay? And we're going to do the cat-cow, okay? We're going to open up the back, all right? So when you're on all fours, make sure you're not too wide, right? You want to go right below the hip bones, right? So feel your hip bone and just go right below the hip bone. You're right there, okay? Arms are right below the shoulders, so you feel the work in the armpits. Well, I'm sweating. As we should, right? We should feel it in here, not in here, okay? So from there, we're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale as we start to tap below the navel. We go to the transverse, okay? And we pull in from there. Otherwise, you're going to have a big hump on your upper back. We don't want that. We want this dome coming from the core, okay? So we're going to exhale. Inhale here. Let's go a little bit deeper, you guys. Exhale, right there. Now we're going to make sure that we're not transferring the weight from, here to here. We want to keep it completely even. So as we start to exhale into extensions, notice how my head follows. My sternum is lifting. And I really have this deep indentation in the back of my mid-back, which feels so good. And then we're going to exhale, rounding again. Remember, guys, you keep talking to yourself. you keep doing the body scan, okay? It's really, really important. And we're gonna hold, and we're gonna exhale. And we're gonna start to lift. And we're gonna blow it out, and we're gonna arch the upper back, go even deeper. You feel a little bit more, always more, guys, always more. And then we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna exhale. Start to round again. Last one here, we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna exhale, and arching. From here, we're just gonna back the legs up. We're gonna take the upper body, and we're gonna arch down. This should only be felt here in the middle back, not in the pockets of your shoulders at all, okay? If that's the case, turn your arms to the slice again and go down that way, and it should just reach. Notice how my head is on the floor. This is for the mid and upper back. It feels such a great stretch. Feels so good. We're gonna hold there, and then we're gonna exhale, and we're gonna come back up. All right, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna plank out. Let me come closer. Take that left leg, plank out. Take that right leg, plank out. Squeeze those inner thighs together as if you have an imaginary ball between them. And we're gonna, now notice this. This is putting too much pressure on my shoulders. Back the heels up. So it's now on my core, okay? And then we're gonna hold it. And we're gonna take those elbows wide. Pause there and push up. So when I'm actually pushing up, I'm actually using my core, not my shoulders. We're gonna go wide again. Going down, pause, exhale, and push up. Let's do it again. We're gonna go wide, start to slightly bend down, hold, exhale, and push up. One more. We're gonna hold, keep that tuck, and we're gonna elbows wide. Don't let yourself go into that lower back. Exhale, bring it up, and we're down. Sit back on your heels, open up your back. Woo! That was good. Boy, I'm breaking out in a sweat. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go ahead and come on up. We're gonna sit crisscross applesauce. You guys sit crisscross applesauce for a second. Hold on, I gotta grab my towel. Wow, that was a biter. Okay, we're gonna sit crisscross applesauce. Okay, so we just spent, a few minutes, half an hour opening and stretching and working the glutes, and that's kind of how we want to do our bodies, right? Listen to the cues, listen to the form. Go ahead and bring your arms up, over your head. Big inhale. Exhale, we're gonna take that left arm down, reach that right sit bone to the floor, and enjoy this stretch over. You can bend your bottom arm if you need to. Reaching, feel the stretch pulling up and out, up and out, up and out. And we're gonna exhale. So what we're doing, you guys, it's not always about pounding, right? If you wanna pound, go hop on your Peloton or go for a run, get your cardio out of the way so that when you actually execute these exercises, we're gonna do it again. I noticed how this time I felt like I was going much more. So when you do these, it's really about the stretching. The stretching is key, okay? So key. And we're gonna lift up one more time. And we're gonna reach over, blow it out and breathe. Left side's much tighter. And we're gonna bring it up. Thank you guys so much. This was a pleasure. DM me if you need me to show you any type of exercises. DM me if you just want to meet me. Let me know what I can do and how I can help. Our next segment, I can't wait for it. We're going to be doing some arms. All right, guys, stay well, peace, and I'll see you on the next segment. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.